Hello guys, what I'd like to talk to you today about is the difference between a psychic and a medium. Now a psychic is somebody who uses their own energy to interact with somebody else's energy to basically gain the information and the knowledge they need about that particular person. Now for a psychic to enable them to do that, they may use different tools, i.e. Crystal ball, tarot cards, pendulums, runes, that sort of thing, palmistry, that sort of thing. Any time you go to somebody who is using anything like that, they are using their own psychic abilities. Now there's nothing wrong with being psychic, and there's some very good psychics out there and that sort of thing, but the main difference between a medium and a psychic is that a psychic will use tools to develop and to inquire, and will use their own energy with the tools to read the other person's energy. Now a medium does not use any tools whatsoever. They use their own abilities to make communication with a discarnate spirit, and then the spirit of the person, or the spirit, will then tell them and give them information regarding the situation that the person's in, etc. And that is basically the main difference between a psychic and a medium. Now the way it tends to work is that all mediums have to be psychic, but not all psychics are mediums. So if you do go to somebody that's claiming to be a medium, and then all of a sudden they start using tarot cards and stuff like that, right, you're well within the right to ask them, to say, well, are you being a medium now, or are you just being psychic? Because if they do start using tools like that, like I've shown you, crystal ball, palmistry, anything like that, they are purely and simply being a psychic, and they're working on a psychic intuition and a psychic level, which is completely different to working on a mediumistic level. And this is why when you do go to a psychic, you may tend to get differences of opinion. For instance, let me just say, okay, I'll show you this card here, okay? So that's the star card there, and we're all looking at that card there now. But each one of us will focus on that card and see, we'll all focus on a different part of that card, even though essentially it is all the same card. So what you tend to do is you'll find that you go to one psychic and they'll tell you one little bit about the card, and you go to another psychic and they'll tell you another aspect of the same card. It's still the same card that they're seeing, but the aspect and the energy is different. Just as if you would get two people that see a car accident, and both people will give you different aspects of the same accident, or they'll tell you different opinions of the same accident. And that's why sometimes there can be a difference in of opinion, and sometimes it can be that it might take you a while to find the opinion that fits with you. And I always say to people, once you find somebody that you feel with and that you gel with, it's always better to stick with that person, because then it stops you from going from one to another to another to another, which can lead you on to becoming more confused and more confused. However, on saying that, if you are going to a medium, right, a medium does not need any tools, as I've said before, and what they will do is they will get in touch with their own guides, or they'll bring someone through that you recognise, and then they will tell you, the medium, information, and the medium will just pass the information on. So whereas you get the star card and it would say, oh well, for example, oh well, you're going to come into some luck here, or you're going to be quite helpful and stuff like that. As a medium, you would be saying, now I've definitely got you thinking about stuff, and I can definitely see you seeing things differently, because I'm being told here that you actually get like a voice, or you'll get someone telling you telepathically what's going on with the situation, rather than you having to sort of say any ifs or buts, because you have someone telling you. Now that depends on what level you're working as a medium, because as a medium you can work on different levels. You can work on clairaudient, clairvoyance, clairgluten, clairsentience, and clairolfactory. That is clear sight, clear hearing, clear taste, clear smell, and clear feeling. Okay, so normally what happens is you tend to work on all of them, but sometimes you may work better on one than you do with others. You may work as a mental medium. This is the way I work, and that is that you get images in your mind, and you get telepathy, get people talking to you in your head about the situation, giving you dates, times, initials, places, that sort of thing. So you get like a description in your head that forms Whereas when you're looking at tarot cards, you're just looking, well, it may be this or it may be that. When you work as a medium, it's definitely this or it's definitely that. Okay? So I hope that describes the differences between a medium and a psychic, guys, just for you out there. And hopefully we'll be carrying on the conversation a little bit later on with other paranormal discussions as well. So thanks for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye for now.